The black SUV roared into the driveway, with the violence of storm breaking, its tires screeching against the asphalt of Willow Creek's quiet cul-de-sac. The matte vehicle devoured the fading sunlight, its tinted windows hiding whatever threat lurked inside. Sundays here where sacred lawnmowers hummed, kids laughed, and the air carried the sweet tang of lemonade. But this intrusion shattered that peace like a brick through glass. Emily Carter, kneeling in her garden, froze, her gloved hands buried in soil, a half-hummed Patsy Cline tune dying on her lips. She rose, brushing dirt from her denim apron, her green eyes narrowing at the SUV. Her roses, meticulously tended, swayed in the breeze as if bracing for impact. Inside, Nathan, her husband, was slicing bread for their Sunday grilled cheese, the kitchen door open to let in the spring air. The SUV's growl hit him like a warning shot. He glanced out, saw the vehicle, and felt his stomach lurch. Two men stepped out, moving with the precision of Predator's black tactical vests, dark sunglasses, and patches reading Community Compliance Unit. Willow Creek had no such unit. Nathan dropped the knife, his pulse spiking as he hurried toward the porch. Emily faced the men, her voice calm but edged with suspicion. "Can I help you?" she asked, clutching her trowel. The taller one, stocky with a scar slashing his cheek, spoke first. "Mrs. Carter, you're in violation of Ordinance 6.1, unauthorized landscaping and non-compliant soil use." His words were clipped, rehearsed. Emily frowned. "We don't have an HOA. You're at the wrong house." The second man, lean with twitchy fingers near his belt, snapped. "Our records disagree. You ignored 2 citations. This is enforcement." Emily's grip tightened on the trowel. "Citations? We've lived here 10 years. There's no HOA. Who are you?" The scarred man stepped closer, looming. "We're not here to argue. Comply, or we escalate." Nathan burst onto the porch, voice raw. "Escalate? You're threatening my wife on our property." The lean man drew a pistol, aiming it at Emily's chest. "Stay back, sir. This is a legal operation." Nathan's heart thundered. "Legal? You're pointing a gun at her. That's no operation, that's a crime." Emily stared down the barrel, unflinching. "You're not cops. This is trespassing. Armed trespassing. Leave, or you'll regret it." The scar man leaned in, his voice a low growl. "Shut up and sit down, lady, before this gets worse." That was the mistake. Emily's eyes blazed, a steel Nathan had seen only once, when she'd faced down a bully at a school board meeting. "You just made the biggest mistake of your life," she said, her words sharp as a blade. A low rumble sounded from the street. An old pickup truck, its blue paint chipped and faded, rolled into the driveway behind the SUV, dust swirling like a warning. The men barely noticed, focused on Emily, but Nathan exhaled. He knew that truck. The door groaned open, and out stepped James Callahan, Emily's father. Late 60s, he moved with a Predator's grace-faded flannel, worn jeans, combat boots scarred from battles long past. His silver hair was buzzed, a faint scar tracing his jaw like a war signature. His presence shifted the air, heavy with unspoken danger. James's eyes locked on the scene his daughter, the gun, the imposters. "Step away from my daughter," he said, his voice quiet but lethal, like a blade drawn slow. The scar man scoffed. "Who's this?" "The gardener." The gunman smirked, keeping his weapon steady. "Back off, old man. This is official business." James took a step forward, boots crunching gravel. "You're holding a gun to a woman on her own property, in front of witnesses." He nodded at the neighbors' windows, where phones glinted. "Shoot, and you're finished. Last chance." The gunman's smirk wavered, but he didn't lower the pistol. "You don't scare me." James's lips curved, a smile cold as a winter dawn. "You're about to learn what happens when you threaten the wrong woman." He moved like lightning, sidestepping, seizing the gunman's wrist, twisting it until the pistol clattered to the ground. An elbow to the throat dropped the man, gasping. The scar man lunged, but James swept his leg, sending him sprawling, then pinned him with a knee to the chest. One precise strike to the temple, and he was out. 8 seconds. 2 armed men down. It wasn't a fight, it was surgical. Emily sank to her knees, her breath ragged. Nathan rushed to her, hands shaking as he held her. Neighbors poured out, phones raised, voices buzzing. "I recorded it all," someone yelled. James stood, checking the gunman's pulse. Breathing, he muttered, then disarmed the pistol, tossing the magazine aside. He looked at Nathan. "Call the cops. Now." As Nathan dialed, Emily whispered, "I called him. Hit the emergency button on my watch when they showed up." She turned to James, voice cracking. "I didn't think you'd get here." He crouched, eyes softening. "Always got time for you, kid." Sirens wailed, and 2 police cruisers screeched up. Officers leapt out, guns drawn, then froze at the sight. 2 unconscious men, a disassembled pistol on the SUV's hood. James standing calm, hands raised. "What the hell happened?" demanded Sergeant Torres, a stocky veteran with a thick accent. Nathan explained, voice steadying. "They claimed to be some compliance unit. So we broke landscaping rules. Pulled a gun on my wife. This man," he nodded to James, "stopped them. Torres's partner, Officer Lee, checked the men's IDs. Fake," she said, holding up a badge. "No record. This license is a forgery." Torres scanned the SUV. Found a folder inside. Maps, photos, names. "You're their 7th target." Emily's hand flew to her mouth. 7th? Who else? Torres's jaw tightened. 4 elderly couples, 2 single parents. They've been extorting people, fines, stealing porch items, even a kid's tricycle. No one fought back until you. James spoke, his voice cutting through the crowd's murmurs. They bank on fear. Target people too scared to question. They didn't expect a fight. Torres item. Military. James nodded. Retired colonel, U.S. Army. Trained special forces now. Lee whistled. That explains it. An officer emerged with a binder from the SUV. "Their playbook," he said, flipping it open. "Scripts for intimidation, fake radio codes, tips on picking easy marks." Emily's stomach twisted. "They threatened me over roses," she said, anger flaring. "Not roses," James said. "Control." Neighbors crowded closer, sharing VY Deos. A teen ran up, phone glowing. "Mrs. Carter, your VY rel." The clip, "Veteran Dad Crushes Fake Cops," had 300,000 VYUs in 15 minutes. Comments flooded. "This is how you protect family. God bless them." "Fake cops." "Seriously?" Emily stepped back, dazed. "This is crazy." James shook his head. "This is justice." Torres turned to them. "We need statements, footage, everything. You want to press charges, you've got a slam dunk case." Nathan didn't hesitate. "We do. Every charge." As police cuffed the groaning imposters and towed the SUV, neighbors rallied. Mrs. Ellis, a widow in her 80s, approached Emily, voice trembling. "They came to my house. Said my porch swing was illegal. I paid Dula $150. I was scared." Emily hugged her. "We'll fix this. You're not alone." By nightfall, the crime scene was cleared, but the VY Deo hit 1 million VYUs. News vans arrived by dawn, reporters begging for inter-VYUs. Emily declined. "This isn't about fame," she told Nathan. "It's about our home." James, sipping coffee at their table, shrugged off the attention. Did what any father would. But the world saw Moria Gardner, who stood tall, a colonel who struck like thunder, a neighborhood that woke up. The investigation exposed a chilling scam. The men, Marcus Holt and Ethan Wade, were career criminals. Holt had served time for impersonating a deputy. Wade was sacked from security for extortion. Their unit was a front for a syndicate targeting HOA-free neighborhoods, using fake documents and a sham website to extort thousands. 30 VY Tims came forward, an elderly man who'd lost his wife's garden statue, a single mom whose patio furniture was confiscated. Public fury erupted, with the Stop Fake Cops trending. The mayor held a press conference, praising Emily's courage and James's heroic intervention. He proposed the Carter Act to criminalize impersonation scams. Emily's garden became a pilgrimage site, Strangers Leah VYing notes and seeds. In Willow Creek, neighbors transformed, strangers became friends, hosting cookouts, forming a watch group. Mrs. Ellis recovered her due La 150 and joined the VY Tim list. Greg, a former Marine next door, taught self-defense in the park. 3 months later, the trial packed the courtroom. Emily sat up front, James beside her, as the prosecutor EVY serrated Holt and Wade. They gambled on fear, but they underestimated a woman's resolve and a father's strength. Guilty on all counts: impersonation, fraud, assault. 25 years, no parole. The gavel fell, and the gallery cheered. Emily planted a new rose bush, its petals pale yellow, a quiet vow of resilience. James installed a security camera, smirking just in case. The neighborhood gifted a plaque for the garden. Here, courage took root. Lies fell. Family stood. The VY Deo hit 10 million VYUs, but Emily cherished the smaller VY Torious neighbor's smiles. Mrs. Ellis's newfound boldness, Nathan's proud gaze. James's truck rumbled away, his nod a silent promise. They'd come with guns and lies, but they didn't know the woman they threatened had a father who trained warriors in a community that learned to fight back. As Nathan passed the plaque daily, he paused, not for the chaos, but for the truth it held. Strength wasn't just James's takedown or Emily's defiance. It was roots in a garden, refusing to be uprooted, in a neighborhood that became a family. If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this VY Deo with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next VY Deo.